Hiya, and welcome back to After Class, the game that teaches us that Coach Gill is a pervert, and speaking of Coach Gill, this is actually his update. I honestly don't know where to start at. I think if I just hit load game, and then click this, it'll take me to where I need to go. Okay, so that was all. I don't know. I don't know. It just says that's day 8. Oh, I think that's my stop. Most rides always had me feeling so sleepy. The whole time I was in there, I was hoping that it would be my stop soon. No one rode this bus but me. What a way to make it more gloomy. Well, thankfully, the God Almighty, as Anders' family would say it, answered my plea. I think I got too distracted to pay attention to the whole ride. Soon after, the bus stopped, and the mechanical door opened. I paid with my card when getting on, so I didn't have to scramble around to find my card when I got off. These dogs. I thought I would be getting my freedom soon, but someone bumped into me, and not in a pleasant way. Well, hello, Gilbert. That voice. Huh? Do I know you? You certainly do. The guy was wearing all black, and he had his face covered with a face mask. He also wore a pair of shades. Who the heck would wear sunglasses at night? This guy was certainly nuts. And the worst thing here was that he called me by the name that should not be called instead of Gil. I couldn't see his face, but I knew he was smirking at me. He then pulled my hand and had me sitting in the bus again. The door soon closed and I was forced to sit here again. Hiya. Great. Just when I thought I would escape this hell ride. What do you want? You'll soon find out, Gilbert. This voice. Is it really him? Well, it's going to be a rough night. Alright, it says to save the game. So I'm gonna save the game real quick. Fucking love that for Lars. It's going to be a rough night. Day 9. After class. Gil is the only man you'd let... What the fuck am I looking at? What in the... Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought I would be fine seeing it, but... Holy shit. Hang on. You all want to see this. Like, okay. I don't want to bash on the artist. I don't want to bash on the artist. And I'm not going to. I think. Just... I don't know what to make of that. I don't know what to make of that. Like, I don't want to bash on the artist. Yeah, I think so. It's not a bad change by any meaning of the word. It's not bad. It's not a bad change, and reading up on the, on the changelog, I can understand why. Like, it's certainly a lot more, like, visually impressive, but I honestly just preferred the old sprites. Ugh, so loud. The alarm clock went off suddenly and disrupted your peaceful sleeping hours. Having woken up rather abruptly, you reached the nightstand with your head still being pressed against the pillows, doing your best to get hold of your phone. Ugh, why is it so far away? Being half awake didn't help the situation one bit. Since you failed to find the phone that was literally ringing right next to you, it had gotten louder and louder until you had no choice but to roll over. And so loud! You turned it off lightning fast before it got any louder and tossed the phone next to you. When did I set that alarm? It ruined my sleep! Annoyed as you weren't able to fall back asleep. Rather, you wouldn't want to risk sleeping in. You sat on the bed, staring at your feet, occasionally finding your head nodding left and right trying to stay up. Whew. I hope I didn't wake anyone up. By anyone, you meant yourself. Since Lars was nowhere around you at the moment. You noticed the mattress next to your bed wasn't there. Maybe Lars put it back into the closet once he got up? What time is it anyway? You looked at the phone and it said 13 till 6. You wouldn't know if you looked at the sky, as it had gotten bright out since the sun had risen way before. What the heck? This is way too early. I need to change the time for my alarm. Still don't remember when I set the alarm, though. What is it for? After fiddling around with your phone, you put it back onto the nightstand and let yourself relax in the bed for a little while. It was relaxing until you got a phone call that jolted your whole body awake. Gah! That scared me! Coach Gill? Why is he calling me early in the morning? Hello? Ah, good, you're awake. I'm scared. I'm scared. I am scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Where is the... is there an option to go back to the old sprites? Okay. Oh, good, you're awake. Yeah, somehow. Don't know why I had my alarm set for 5 in the morning. Oh, you don't remember? Uh-oh. Well, let's see. In case you'd forgotten, we made plans last Friday about you going to exercise again with me this morning. We did? Yes, we did. I should arrive at your house in a bit, so you should get ready to leave by the time I got there. Huh? I just woke up! Going to be there in around 20 minutes or so. Should have more than enough time to get ready. Okay, fine, I'll go do that then. Yeah, see you soon. After changing to more appropriate clothes for exercising, you looked at your bed and remembered that even Lars would put away his mattress after using it. You did the same to your bed by pulling the edges of the bed sheet so it would look like you didn't just have a seizure in your bed. In layman's terms, you just made the bed. Coach Gill was right. You did have more than enough time to prepare for his arrival. Even after making the bed, changing your fit, washing your face, and brushing your teeth, he still hadn't arrived. He actually did something else prior to sitting in the living room, and it was looking for Lars around your place. He wasn't around. Not in the kitchen, not in the living room, not in the backyard, and certainly not in the closet. The front door was unlocked, though, so you wondered where he wandered off to early in the morning. It didn't last long since the door was opened from outside, with Lars walking in soon after. Hello! I would like to marry Lars. Anyways. Yeah, I will admit, the portrait sprites, the side image sprites, are very well done. They are very well drawn. I just prefer this style. Like, I don't want to come off as rude or an asshole. I just have a preference for this style. I'm like I don't know how to say it. Yes, nipples. Oh, you're early this morning. And good morning, Lars. Where did you go? Ah, good morning, Walter. I was buying food stuff for today's breakfast. I see. What did you get? Some eggs, yogurt, and oatmeal. Just realized we ran out when I checked the fridge and pantry. Ah, sorry, I didn't know about it. Don't be. I just thought I'd save the double trip by doing it along with my morning walk. Makes sense. He put the stuff he bought onto the table while sitting on the couch across you. Did you sleep well? Why are you up so early? Ah, I slept fine. Apparently I made plans for exercising with Coach Gill this morning. Apparently? Did you forget? Yeah, admittedly. I see. Don't strain yourself too much, Walter. Will it take long? If there's anything I learned from last session with him, it should only take half an hour, 1 hour at most. Gotcha. I'll prepare breakfast like usual then. Sounds good. Yeah. Yeah. I'll go do chores now. The plants won't water themselves. Ah, do you need my help? Appreciate it, Walter, but take it easy. Especially if you're going to the park to exercise soon. You sure? Yes. Thank you, Walter. I enjoy taking care of the plants anyway. He said that with his paw patting your head. Lars certainly made you feel pampered and well taken care of. If you say so. Well then, I should get started now. We'll have breakfast done by the time you got home. Okay, thanks for the help, Lars. I'm here if you need me. He nodded as he left, slowly walking toward the hallway into the kitchen. Right? I just want to hold Lars's hand. Oh, could that be Coach Gill? Coming. The person in front of you certainly wasn't someone you were expecting, but it wasn't trouble either, hopefully. Good morning, kiddo. Hope I didn't wake you up. Oh, good morning, Uncle Ross, and no, not at all. That's good. I'm here to do some inspection. Inspection? Am I in trouble? No, you're not in trouble. Don't worry about it. Whew. Thank goodness. I thought I was in serious trouble with Lars staying here and all. You're fine. I'm just here for another inspection. I did a quick one yesterday, but I thought I would do one thorough check this morning before I head to school. Like, I feel like this basically describes how I feel about the new side images. Like, they're not bad, they just feel weird. And I am going to stop talking about them. That okay with you? Yeah, no problem. Oh, sorry, please come in. Thank you. While I'm here, I suppose I'll do a character check on that friend who's going to be staying with you for a while. I need to ensure the safety of my tenants, after all. Thank you. Lars is in the kitchen. Do you want me to accompany you there? If you don't mind, kiddo. Who's to say your friend wouldn't be surprised to see a stranger in this house suddenly? Who is it? Walter? Lars walked to the living room with a ladle in his hand, seemingly curious about the early morning guest that went into your house. Okay. Speak of the devil. Oh, Lars, it's the landlord. He's doing another house inspection this morning. The landlord! He bowed to Ross so fast and accidentally let go of the ladle, making it roll toward him. It was a strange and surprising sight coming from the usually calm and composed Lars. Thank you for letting me stay here! Ah! Can I marry him? Can I marry Lars? Ross and you looked at each other with equally surprised faces. He laughed heartily while picking up the ladle. You're welcome, kiddo. I'm letting you stay here because I'm good friends with Walter's parents, and that I can't turn someone down knowing they need help. I don't know what's going on with your situation right now, but I hope you'll be able to get through it. I see that you're taking good care of him in the house, too, so I made the right decision letting you stay here. I try my best! I'll leave him in your hands, and I'm glad to know he's in capable hands like yours. Thank you! I'll do my best, landlord sir! What is my opinion of Mr. Parker? He's soft. That is my entire opinion of him. He is soft. He is soft boy. He looks soft. And he probably is soft. I feel like huggable goes along with him being soft. He's just soft. Like, I just want to, like, give him a hug. Just, come on. In the words of that one song from wherever, from Despicable Me 3, Mr. Parker, hug me, bring it in. Woo! Would you loosen up, would ya? Hug me, bring it in. Woo! I think they want to take a picture. I think that's how the song goes. Ross let out another roaring laugh before he returned the ladle to Lars. Look at your friend here, Walter. Ain't he a funny one? Sure? I'll start doing the inspections now. You can keep doing whatever you've been doing. Don't mind me. It won't take long. Okay, I've been lazing around anyway. I'm done here, kiddo. Everything seems to be in order, thankfully. He really meant it when he said it wouldn't take long. He looked at the time and it was only 10 minutes since he first got here. Oh? That's good to hear. Anything I need to know? Nothing. At least nothing concerning the tenants. I see. I'd best take my leave and check up on other houses. See you around, and send my regards to your Felice and Edgar for me, why don't you? I will. Thank you again. Oh, before that, have you seen any suspicious person around this area? Suspicious person being anyone who's not supposed to be around, yet they are. Can't say I have, no. I see. Well, make sure you lock your gate and door properly, alright? I have received reports about some suspicious person around this area. Oh. I'll keep that in mind, Uncle Ross. Thank you. No problem. Just stay safe. Yeah, I will. Oh, you got a guest. Oh, that's Coach Gill. Nothing to worry about. Got it. After you confirm that Coach Gill wasn't the suspicious person he asked you about, the landlord left through the front gate like everyone would. You notice that Coach Gill smiled and nodded at the landlord when they passed at each other. Yeah. Give me a minute. He walked up to you with a grin on his face. Yeah, let me hide my character. Let me hide Theta real quick. That's Gil's new sprite. Well, his new side image. Who was that? It's the landlord. He was doing some house inspections. Ah, is it because of the power surge? Yeah. Did it happen to your place too? Everything okay over there? Yeah, thankfully. Nothing's fried, at least in my place. That's good. Well, you ready to go? Let me let Lars know first. Oh, sure, take your time. Why don't you also come in? Lars might be happy to see you here. Sounds good. Walter, has the landlord left? Oh. Oh, you're here. Good morning. Morning. Off to the park, then? Yeah, after I put down this bag. And so he put the bag onto the floor in the living room, signaling that you both were ready to go. Take it easy, you two. Don't strain yourselves too much. I'll try. Thanks, Lars. Oh, before you go, are you staying for breakfast later? Yeah, come have breakfast with us later, Coach Gill. If you don't mind having me. I'll also prepare breakfast for you then. Thank you. We should get going now. You're welcome. Are we going to jog our way from here? Nah, let's save the energy for the park. We can walk leisurely if you wish. Yes, please. I don't want to be running out of stamina before we're even doing the thing. Fair enough. I honestly was hoping that we would exercise here instead of the park. We could do that. Why don't we? It's just that there's no suitable track for jogging at the playground. Plus, going to the park is fun. Don't you feel the same? Maybe, but it certainly doesn't beat sleeping in. I can't argue with that. Okay, let's warm up before we start. And how do we do that? Stretching? Didn't I teach you that in high school and before that? You looked at him and tapped your temple in a playful way. Brain is whack, remember? You saying that is quite ironic. Well, why don't you jog my mind? How do we warm up? What kind of stretching should I do? I'm sorry, but Angry Gil is scary. Just do it however you want. Stick to low-intensity stretching so that you won't strain your muscles. Got it. If you're lost, just follow me. Maybe that'll help. Sounds good, coach. At first, you did what poses and motions you could remember, but unfortunately, the list was short as your attention span. Before you knew it, you ran out of poses to do. Coach Gill said that you could follow his stretching routine, so you did. Saved you some time coming up with random stretching poses anyway. How musky everyone must smell. I believe, because, like, this is, like, furries that we're talking about, that, like, they have, like, demusking spray. Because, like, Echo, for the most part, is a furry-based world. So, and they have demusking spray. Angry Girl is your husbando. Lars is my husband. I want him. You spent a good while stretching your muscles before the actual exercise with Coach Gill. We good to go, Walter? Yeah. Cool. Let's work on your stamina today, like we've discussed before. Sounds good? Yeah. I'll follow you from behind so I can observe you. You immediately covered your glutes with both your hands when he mentioned observing you from behind. Coach Gill chuckled at the notion, but he quickly explained what he meant by that. I was talking about your form and posture, Walter. Oh. But if you want me to observe you like that, I would be more than happy to oblige. Get focused already! In my defense, you were the one who got us sidetracked. Anyway, whenever you're ready, Walter, take deep breaths and relax. Okay. Because you didn't know what you were supposed to do, the idea of jogging around while potentially embarrassing yourself had you feeling rather self-conscious. But the sight and feel of the jogging track reassured you to keep going. While you did say that sleeping in beat going to the park, standing here on the track actually felt exciting to you. You were eager to start. Just make sure you start slow. He patted your shoulder and gave you a thumbs up while you replied with an acknowledging nod. Once you felt like you were good to go, you completely forgot what he just said a while ago as you let your excitement get the better of you. It was easy in the beginning, and you felt like you finally got the rhythm going. But it gradually became harder and harder. Eventually had trouble keeping the pace up. Echo in a nutshell. I already did that. I did that like a few months. I managed to sum it up in a minute. You summed it up in 5 fucking seconds. You summed up the entirety of Echo in 5 fucking seconds. I could only condense it into a minute with robot noises. You condensed it into 5 seconds with the redeem. I am genuinely impressed. I am impressed. Round of applause. Round of applause. You looked back and Coach Gill was right behind you, eyes looking forward. He saw what happened and asked you to slow down so he could run alongside you. Try maintaining the posture when you started, Walter. Eyes forward and engage your core. Ha! What does engaging my core mean? What does engaging my core mean? Tighten the muscles in your core. I'll try. It's basically every Echo Project game. You bet Leo is in defeat. Like Leo, as in Leo Alvarez from Echo, the visual novel. Honestly, I could see him being in defeat. Try not slumping your shoulders. Broaden your chest. Okay! You did as instructed and kept jogging. It didn't work like magic, but it sure made things easier than before. Whenever Coach Gill spotted something wrong with your running form, he asked you to slow down before telling you what could be changed. Your hands are tense, Walter. Try swinging them in a relaxed manner. Got it, Coach! By relaxing your arms, you found it easier to get back the rhythm you just lost. That did the trick. Avoid a heel strike and use a midfoot strike instead. What's a midfoot strike? Let the ball of your foot make first contact with the ground instead of the heel, so that your foot is close to parallel with the ground at impact. Ah, okay. Leo's just into chase. Like, fuck everyone else. Like, okay. Leo Alvarez, Echo. Leo Alvarez from the visual novel Echo. Anyone from Echo Project, if you are watching this, I feel like I am going to go on a rant. Leo Alvarez is into anything to do with chase. Like, literally, Chase can do literally anything, and Leo will be like, that's hot. Like, Chase could be over here, and this is going to sound awful, Chase could be over here brutally murdering someone, and hiding the body, and Leo would be like, that's hot. Back to where you started the jog, you felt proud about managing to endure the whole thing. As you... Leo is a goddamn menace to society. He is. As you stood there almost breathless, you thought of sitting down on a nearby bench, but your brain did something brainy and remembered what Coach Gill said the other day. Fainting was certainly not something you would want to happen, so you walked around for a little bit with him while wondering when you could start sitting down. He's not the slay type of menace like Nem, no. He's just a straight up menace to society. He's just a sociopath. Woo! We worked up a good sweat. I'm dying! No, you're not. Doesn't seem like you have water with you, so here. He tossed you his water flask, and you caught it with ease. The training you did at the beach sure was coming in handy. Nice catch. Thanks, coach! Once you're done resting your legs, I think we should head back. Don't want to keep Lars waiting, and we have school to attend. You're right. Give me a few minutes. Take your time. I'll go walk around for a bit more then. Oh, sure. After drinking out of Coach Gill's flask, you put it next to you while looking around the park while sitting down on the bench. This place sure is lively in the morning. As you kept yourself busy observing the people in the park, one person caught your interest, mainly because he was standing next to you, seemingly thinking to himself. Initially, you thought it was Lars, but when you actually looked at him, he was anything but Lars. Although you could see the resemblance, seeing as they were both tigers, enjoyed plants, at least you assumed they both did, and had hair long enough to be tied up. Hey, my hair's tied up. That was as far as similarity went. This person you were looking at had his black hair tied up into a stubby ponytail. There were some gray strands here and there, and he was wearing clothes too fancy for someone who visited a park. Turned out he wasn't there to exercise like you just did. Instead, he was observing a small patch of red flowers on the ground behind you that seemed a tad out of place. You couldn't help but feel curious about it, admittedly. Like adjusting my microphone a bit. Yes! Oh my god! Hi, Twin. Hang on. Let me, adjust my hair real quick so I can, have his hairstyle. Let me adjust it real quick, because, just twinning, except it won't be a stubby ponytail for me. It'll actually be a long ponytail. Just... Alright. So... Back. His name is Andrew, I think. I think his name is Andrew. Get it back into a ponytail. You can't see it, but I am actually, tying my hair back right now. Alright, I got there, and then I want to, mess it up a bit. Fuck, it's pulling. There we go! Haha! He and I are twins now. I wonder how these red flowers managed to grow here. Oh, I'm also wondering about the same thing. Okay, that's actually kind of cute. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. That's very cute. Oh, I'm also wondering about the same thing. This flower patch is too small to be called a flower bed, yet it's grown as if someone planted them here. It's very curious, don't you think? I just thought it looked out of place. And that too. I don't see any flowers like this growing around anywhere within the park. Yeah. Do you like observing plants too? I can't say I do, but I know someone who does. I see. What makes you enjoy observing plants? From them being pretty aside, I find plants interesting. Oh? How so? They are such simple, resilient beings. Their reason for living is to grow, and growth requires resilience. Not to mention deceiving. They might look very fragile, but they are capable of adjusting to the most extreme conditions. What does that mean specifically? The plants here are unable to make quick movements to get away from immediate dangers, but they still find a way to survive and multiply. Who knows? Maybe this flower patch here started with one small stray seed. What do you think would happen if people left these flowers be? I think they might grow out of control. Precisely. Ah, I see what you mean now. They sure are resilient things. Yeah. Plants give me something to take care of other than myself. It makes my day less boring. I wonder if that's why my friend also likes taking care of plants. Maybe so. Plants aren't that high maintenance, but seeing them grow is a very satisfying process. Now, I think that's like his canon name, just Andrew. I see, I see. Well, I'll go look somewhere else for now. Thank you for humoring me, stranger. Don't worry about it. It was interesting. Glad you found it that way. Maybe we'll see each other around these parts. See you around, Andrew. I just feel like it suits him, like big strong man tiger thing. who likes plants with... I feel like he has a kind voice, and I just took my hair down because I want to wear it down tonight. Even though I swear to God my side cut is going... It's fucking Velcro. Side cut's fucking Velcro, but I love it. I love the way it looks. Andrew. I'm Walter. See you around, Walter. Goodbye. As soon as Andrew left, Coach Gill approached you from the other side of the road. Seemed like he just finished a lap around the park. I saw you talking to someone. Your friend? Oh, just someone who stood next to me earlier. We were just talking about plants. Plants? What for? It was just a random conversation. Alright. I'm ready to leave now. Are you? Yeah, good to go. Ugh, I'm so sweaty. I need to take a shower so bad. Coach Gill lifted his arm and sniffed around his armpit. Yeah, same. I might need a shower more than you do since I'm starting to smell. You do? I don't smell it. Maybe if you come closer and take a whiff. Which one? I'm gonna get a drink while you all decide. Do we want to... Okay. Do we want to sniff kink or kink shame? God damn it looks like we're going to sniff kink. Alright, hold on. Let me close the door. Let me close my door real quick. Let me close the door before we kink him. Before we sniff kink him. Ah. Never kink shame. See, that's the thing. We don't kink shame around these parts. He was wrong if he thought you would refuse. As a dog person, you were obligated to get a good whiff to find out whether it was true or not. Wow, not here. I knew it would happen. That's why I went along with it. I'm being beaten at my own game. Lars, we're back. Welcome back. Lars greeted you two with the frying pan in his left hand. It was amusing, but you tried your best not to mention it. Coach Gill, on the other hand, had a different opinion on it. What are you? Lars frying pan hands? How did the exercise go? Ignored. It went great. I had fun with Coach out there. Of course you did. You can count on me to make things fun. That's good to hear. Going to head back to the kitchen. I'll be finished once you two are done with showering, methinks. Like, okay. If you kink shame, you do not slay. And everyone wants to slay. So if you kink shame, you do not slay. Oh, okay. Lars, for some reason, was pointing at Coach Gill with the frying pan he'd been holding since he came to the living room. It was almost like he was about to say objection, but he didn't. The way he held it was also intimidating. He could easily beat someone up with that frying pan, should he feel like doing it. And it would do a direct critical hit. What? Just like that, he withdrew from the room for the kitchen. What just happened? I wish I knew. So do you want to clean yourself first, or do you want to wait until I'm done? Is there a third option where we go together? This is the perfect time to remind you all that I have access to infinite eggs. Motherfucker! Motherfucker! This is where I die. This is where I die. Which one? Which one? Ugh. You weren't sure what would happen if you humored the idea, but it seemed like fun, so you went with it. I'm gonna bonk myself. Sure. I'm not sure if it would fit 2 people inside, though. Oh? One way to find out, I suppose. It seems like we can barely fit if we both go in at the same time. Maybe if you stay close to me, we can make it more spacious. Actually, there's no way we could fit in there. Unless I sit on your lap. Huh. Maybe that could work. Well, wait, you're agreeing? Yeah, that sounds doable. I'm curious how it feels to take a bath with someone else in there. But doesn't it sound uncomfortable? So what are we going to do then? You should take the shower before we're late to school, silly. Ah, yeah, you're right. Don't take too long, I still need a shower real bad. Okay. As he opened the door to leave the bathroom, he sounded surprised and exclaimed about how he wasn't doing anything weird in the bathroom with you around. Ah, Lars, I was checking the laundry, honest! It was just Lars walked by the bathroom, and he happened to be there when Coach Gill opened the door. With Coach Gill leaving you alone in the bathroom, you locked the door and started getting ready for shower. For some reason, you felt the mood was just right for something to happen, but it didn't, and you wondered why. You had finished showering and dressed up properly. It was Coach Gill's turn, so you went to the living room to tell him that you were done. Oh, is it my turn? Yeah. Neat. It won't take too long. I'm going to keep the sensor up because I do not trust it. I don't want to get flashed by Coach Gill again. By that I mean I don't want you all to get flashed by him again. Oh, wait, in the kitchen. Sure. Oh, you finished showering. It's Coach Gill's turn now. Hiya. Said he won't take long. Sounds good. Breakfast's almost done, so sit down wherever you like. Okays. You sat down in the seat nearest to you while looking at Lars from behind. I forgot to ask. You looked for the landlord after he left. Why was that? Ah, that. I was going to ask him about some suspicious person around the neighborhood. Oh, you knew about it? Yeah, overheard the neighbors talking about it not too long ago. I see. Suspicious person? I wonder who that is. I hope it's no one dangerous. We're on Gill's route. Yeah. They'd better hope they don't end up going into this house. Lars said that as he cracked his knuckles. Certainly hoped you wouldn't have to taste those fists anytime soon. Woo, that did the job. Thank the Lord. Thank you, Thank you, Lord, Almighty God in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thank you. Gillo's wearing pants. So, what did I miss? Just what the landlord told me. Oh, about Lars staying here? Somewhat, and also about the suspicious person spotted around here. Suspicious person? Others have filed a report about it. Are you two going to be fine? We should be fine. Maybe you guys would want another person here to help. The more the merrier. While that sounded like a pretty good deal, you had to decline for your own safety, if you catch my drift. Yeah, I think Lars and I have it covered. Bummer. Well, just call me if you guys need anything. I'll come over as soon as I'm able. Appreciated. Thanks, Coach Gill. Yup. Do they have any idea who it might be? It wouldn't be so suspicious if we knew. Of course. Lars laid the breakfast he just made onto a small platter for each of you. He brought them to the table in a very pleasing manner, which made you feel like you were having a breakfast at a fine dining place. Not that you had a lot of experience in fine dining, of course. Coach Gill, on the other hand, was so deeply in thought that he failed to notice the food right in front of him. Lars said something to snap him out of it. You probably want to start eating before the food gets cold. Don't you also have school to attend to? Ah, yeah, right on. It seemed like that worked out just fine. Oh, speaking of school, don't you have an exam today, Walter? Ah, yeah, Mr. Parker's exam. Only he would come up with an exam this early. I studied for it, so I should be fine. That's good then. Let's hurry up so we won't be late. Yeah. Woo, I'm stuffed. That was great, Lars. Thanks. It was very pleasant. Don't mention it. Glad you guys liked it. I'll do the dishes. You two should go now. Thanks again, Lars. See you later. My legs are kind of sore. Hang in there, Walter. It's going to get better soon. Yeah, it's just more annoying than anything. How do you deal with this every time it happens? It only happened regularly the first week for me. It doesn't happen quite that often now. What do you think you see funny thing at bottom left? Can I move my character more to the right? Let me just like make my character disappear for a little bit so you can see the new sprites. Shit, wrong thing. Right here. Ah. Usually when I push myself harder than usual, then I'll feel sore all over my body. So yeah, if you keep at it, sooner or later your body will get used to it. That makes sense. Woo! What's up? Getting kind of sleepy. I woke up earlier than usual after all. Maybe it's the weather. It feels too comfortable right now. It is temperate, yeah. Not too hot nor cold. Yeah, it certainly is warmer than last week, though. And here we part ways. I'll head straight to the classroom, Coach. Alright, I'll see you later. See you later. Coach Gill walked toward his office at the end of the hallway while you turned left toward the second floor. Yo. Hold up. Alright, we just got to see Mark's new portrait. I kind of get the Lion King vibes from it. Can't see it, but I'm doing a little dance. I'm doing a little dance right now. Yo. As you reach the second floor, you are greeted by Mark, who is leaning against the wall next to the classroom's door. Oh, Mark, good morning. Yep, surprised to see you here on your own. I walked here with Coach Gill. We parted ways just a while ago. Of course you did. So, you ready for today's exam? I studied. Yeah, but are you ready? I suppose I am. Is Mr. Parker already inside? Nope, seems like he's going to be late again. I hope not. I hope so, that way we won't have to do the exam today. I mean, not like I care. I'll ace the test like usual anyway. I wish I had that fraction of your confidence. Mark adjusted his glasses before he slid his left hand into his pocket, moved his hand as if he was giving you nothing. Nothing? Here, take it. What's this? My confidence. There's nothing in your hand though. You just can't see it because it's too great for plebeian like you. Pfft, whatever, I'm heading inside. What's up with you this morning? What do you mean? You're wobbling around. Mark lightly tapped your knee pit with his foot and suddenly your leg gave up, making you almost fall onto the ground if not for the table in front of you. Made quite a funny scene. For everyone but you. You did think it was funny, but it was also very embarrassing. You glared at Mark and he looked away as if it wasn't his fault that you got yourself in this situation. Why would you do that? I wasn't expecting you to fold like paper when I lightly tapped your poplet. What's a poplet? Knee pit. Okay. Well, what happened? I was exercising at the park with Coach Gill this morning. That explains it. Sorry, it wasn't intentional. Well, the thing I did was intentional, but I didn't know you had just finished exercising. It's fine. It was actually funny, but I was too embarrassed to laugh at it at the moment. Oh, it was hilarious. You're welcome. Oh, I'm sleepy. Wake me up when Mr. Stone is here. Wait, what? You have less than 20 minutes to nap. That's plenty of time. He waved his hand to shoo you away so you wouldn't disturb his nap time. How rude. I guess I'll go review some of the materials. Alright. Mr. Parker's new portrait. While I pull my hair back because it's down. And I because I did Velcro. It looks epic, but it's Velcro. Mark is just Yuichi's feline cousin. He is, though. He is, though. Like, oh my god, he is, though. Morning, class. You were almost finished reviewing when Mr. Parker walked into the classroom holding a stack of paper that you'd assumed was the exam sheets. You looked at your left and Mark was still napping. He told you to wake him up once Mr. Parker got here, so you did. It only took one small tap at the back to wake him up. Light sleeper? I would never. Hold up. He lifted up the hood which was covering his head and peeked through it. His annoyed / sleepy glare was enough for you to understand that he was asking why you tapped his back. Since Mark was a very perceptive person, you didn't have to do anything other than tilt your head at Mr. Parker's direction. Once you knew what was going on, he sat up straight and let out the biggest yawn you'd ever seen yet. Amazing. I know I am. Whatever. There was still time before the class would start, so use what precious little time you had to finish up reviewing the materials you needed later. You didn't finish in time. Mr. Parker got up to get everyone's attention when you were still a page away from finishing up. Hope you guys studied for today's exam. Don't be too tense. If you studied or have been listening to the lecture, this should be a breeze. Well, you did study, and you've been listening to the lecture. Sometimes. Calm down, Walter. It's only an exam. We'll wait 10 minutes before I hand out the papers. Until then, feel free to do whatever you need to do. That worked out perfectly for you. 10 minutes was all you needed. Alright, 10 minutes have passed. As he said that, the denizens of his classroom groaned simultaneously. Mark, on the other hand, lifted up his hoodie once again when he heard the noise. Were you asleep for the second time? Yeah, that 10 minutes was perfect for a cat nap. Unbelievable. You best believe it. Front row students, I need your help. Please grab an exam paper from the stack in front of you before handing over the rest of the rows behind you. I printed out enough for everyone, but if somehow we're running out before everyone got one, do let me know. You can start right away once you got the paper. Oh, don't forget to write your name and ID number. I can't give credit if you forgot to write those too, okay? Once you're done, feel free to leave the room, but please flip it upside down so no one could copy your answers. If you decide to stay, please don't disturb other students. Woo! Here goes nothing. Truth be told, you were a little bit nervous. You were a little bit anxious about the exam. Seemed like it was obvious enough that Mark noticed it. Maybe it was Mark. Maybe it was Mark. He knew things some people didn't. It's only an exam, and you studied yesterday. Relax. You will do better if you keep a cool head. You're right. Mr. Thornton, Mr. Graham, no speaking during the exam, please. Right, sorry. Yeah. What's the answer for this again? You saw that Mark flipped his answer sheet, and there were only two explanations to that. Either he aced it, or he didn't know any answers to the question, so he filled in whatever he could, or couldn't. But knowing Mark, it was likely the former. He wasn't the guy who would flop an exam or anything for that matter. Seeing him finishing early made you feel you had to do the same, but sadly, you hadn't the brain power to do so. Best take my time to get the answers right. See you around, Walter. You didn't want to get distracted, so he only nodded at him before going back to focus on the exam. Finally done. When you flipped over your answer sheet, you noticed that some of the others did the same. Seemed like it was the average time needed to finish the exam. You saw the seat next to Mark's, where Avi tried his best to not have a breakdown. Poor guy was struggling. Best to leave him be. Mr. Parker smiled when you walked past him to exit the room, and you did the same in return. Finally done with it. Took you long enough to finish the exam. I've even finished eating. I'm sorry, I'm not smart. Ha! What class are you taking next? College writing. Boring. Class is at the end of the hallway, turn right. I was going to ask. Well, anyway, thank you. No problem. What about you? What class will you take after this? Macroeconomics. Sounds mathy. Probs. It's going to be a while before the next class starts. You want to do something? I don't have anything in mind. What about you? I want to show you something. Come. Oh? Huh? Surprised? A little bit. Who would have thought there'd be some place like this behind the school? No one. Except you. And a few others, but mostly me because my family owns this place. Sorry, your family what? Owns this place. This area over here. This area over here. Wow. I know. No words could come out of your mouth as you responded with the usual eye rolling. Somehow this place seems familiar. You think so? Yeah. Have I been here before? Not that I know of. I used to come here a lot, but I don't remember you coming here with me. Oh? There's someone over there. Trespasser? Nah. Fancy seeing you here, Anders. Mark and Walter. Didn't expect you to be here. Didn't expect you to be here. I'm just trying to find somewhere calm. You found it. Yeah, and it's been a while since I went here, so I thought I should stop by. Now that you mention, what are you doing here at school? Don't you have somewhere else to be right now? Ah, I was here to grab the art supplies I forgot to bring home with me yesterday. Huh, okay. Art supplies? You're helpless. Did you already forget he draws? He had a sketchbook with him right now. How clueless could you get? Right. What were you drawing, Anders? Just the scenery. Oh, can I see? Well, yes, but it's not finished yet. I don't mind. How impudent of you, Walter. I think you should speak for yourself. Ha. Anders is quite the perfectionist. He won't let you see his drawing until he thinks it's perfect. But I will show you when it's done. Promise. Okay then, sorry if I came off as pushy. I just saw people who could draw really cool. Ah! Let's do something else. Why don't we go explore a little bit? Sitting here to reminisce is boring. Sure, I've already sat here long enough. I could use some stretching. Oh, someone is raring for some adventure. I just don't want you to do something rash with Walter. What? I would never. I'm the least impulsive person here. I somehow have trouble believing that. You're as impulsive as me. You don't get a say in this. What? No! What am I going to do with you two? Okay, I'm actually a little tired. So, we're going to leave off here tonight. It's a bit early, but... yeah, we're going to leave off here tonight. No, because I'm going to take a bath. I am going to take a very hot bath. Also, we're using dark mode now. This is literally the only program on my laptop that uses dark mode. Anyways, stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.